Hello and welcome, 21st of January. We've had a cold snap during the week with loads of snow. Unfortunately, most of it had gone by the time I got down the allotment at the weekend. But it's still pretty nippy now. We've got a storm coming later on, it's warmed up slightly, but it's still nippy. I've got my long johns on to keep me comfortable. Got our provisions for comfort and enjoyment in a couple of hours over here. We've got a hot honey and ginger drink. We've got our Jaffa cakes. I did bring some mealworm, but not as nice as I thought. Maybe we'll leave that for the birds. There's still stuff going on in winter. No major project this week. I'm going to move a couple of bits and bobs around. Also, we find out what this particular mystery object is. Let's go. So if that is the view of the allotments looking down, almost behind all that, right at the front we don't normally see, we've got some daffodils here. Some more poking in the grass there. I'm going to do some construction work there. They cannot stay there. They cannot stay there. So I'm going to move them. Now, it's maybe not the best time of year to move them. I think you're supposed to move them when there's no leaves. I don't want to kill them, so I'm going to take up as much soil around them as possible. So rather than take the bulbs, I'm going to take a square of soil around them as well. So they might not even know they've been moved. Where am I going to move them to? I'm going to move them to my new hill area there. Imagine that with some lovely daffodils in. So that's what I'm talking about. I might not even know it's been shifted. Let's dig a hole, pop that in. Some of these daffodils are a lot deeper than I would have thought. Look at that. It's the surface. Reaching right down there, so I'm trying not to damage them when I move them. But some of them are quite deep. Some of them have come loose of the soil, so hopefully they'll be alright. I mean, the roots are still on the bottom, but like I say, might be a bit of a shock to them. But we'll put them in anyway, see what happens. So some of these have probably got a better chance of surviving than others. But like I say, they needed to be moved, so I've moved them. So that's the daffodils moved. Like I said, maybe not the best time of year to do it. Some of them are almost in flower, but I need to work on that bit where they were. So time to move them. We're going to move there eventually anyway. Right, in a seamless link to what I'm going to do next, let's assess what I think this is and what we can use it for. Any thoughts? So when you take on a new allotment plot like I did last year, you know you're going to get certain things. So for example, there's a beautiful caravan and a shed of debatable beauty. But then when you get into clearing it, you find other things like a rusty saw, an old gas canister, and things like this, which looks to be a rusty piece of metal, but there's some design to it. Someone's thought about this, so let's have a closer look. There's a pointy end and a sort of handle end, so not a tool expert, but pointy things normally go down, so I'm assuming it's that way up. It's got towards the pointy end. We've got some kind of like triangle feature, but there's a little circle there. And then a little bit further up, there is another attachment to it. I think I know what it is. Have a guess yourselves. I'm going to demonstrate what I think it is. Whether it's efficient, it's better than... Let's demonstrate what I think it is. So I think it is to assist in putting bulbs in the ground. And I think that is where you put your feet to press down. I will demonstrate how I think it should work. Put it in the ground, push. Put that into the ground till the circle bit and the triangle is just there. Then I don't know, do you shake it, rotate it, rock it back and forwards? That was to pull this up now. It takes some soil out. I mean, it doesn't take all the soil out. I'm left with a loose area of soil that might be easier to pop a bulb in. Let's give it another go. Let's give it another. In. You can't rotate it right the way around. Loosen that. Pull it up. Again, we've pulled some soil out and I don't know, is that any more efficient than digging a hole? I did think that you put a bulb in that triangle bit, push it in, and it sort of puts the bulb underground, but that doesn't seem to work either. Anyway, I've got some bulbs to put in the ground, so we'll probably just use this to make the holes. So I've got some bulbs I've got left over from home. A lot of them have lost the labels, so they're of various ages. It doesn't really matter what they are, I know the flowers. I'm going to put them in here using what I think is a bulb putter inner. Right, let's put it in the ground. Use that, circle it around a bit, pull that up, do it again. I've got a hole. Put the bulb in, cover it up. Let's try it. Putting a bulb in there and show you why I don't think that's what's supposed to happen. Or if it is, it doesn't work. Here we go then. I'll cradle the bulb in there. It looks like that's what's supposed to happen. Push it in. Push it in. Push. The bulb just falls out. The bulb just falls out. I'm supposed to do it. I've no idea. I've no idea what this bit is for. There's a hole. Put the bulb in. Cover it up. Have a think. What on earth could that be for? So I've got a load of bulbs in the ground in pretty quick time. As a soil loosener, hole maker, this is pretty useful. It saves me bending down. As for what that bit of it is, I don't know. I'm fairly sure that's a foot rest and pushing down. But look, we're agreed. It goes that way up, not that way up. Yeah. Anyone's got any thoughts on that? Am I doing it completely wrong? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers.